All right, we live. All right. Top of the morning. I was starting off watching this Young Aunt Heffy video he dropped, and then I got some other shit. I want to go over some of the Thug videos. It's crazy how this shit's getting leaked, man. Like, I wonder if it's just Freedom of Information Act in Georgia. You can just get all the phone calls.
It'll take place about 0405. So 0405, man, if you was outside, you know what time it was, you know what it was, you know who was giving it up, and we definitely was top of that echelon, and we definitely was up there on the top of that food chain and outside, you know what I'm saying? So in them early 2000s, it was a known fact that the A-Track gangsters hung on Manchester and Normandy in the plaza at that donut shop early in the morning. At any given time, you can catch a good 10, 15 to 20 heads out there sipping coffee, smoking blunts, smoking cigarettes.
That background noise is killing me,
just
man.
hanging. For sure, you knew that was a hangout. If you was beefing with them, you know what I'm saying, there'd been a few shootouts right there. If you know, you know. Rest in peace, Lady Rep, as well, because Lady Rep is the only fallen comrade that we had that passed right there in that plaza, besides Boussaint, who was from Grape Street, but I can't remember if Boussaint passed in that plaza or passed across the street at Louisiana, but I'm thinking safe to say he passed in that plaza. So, however, one morning we hanging in the plaza, early morning, and I think this was the time that I was going to Washington. I don't know if I was going to Washington or if I was fresh out and going to a continuation. However, I was in high school around this time, about 14, 15-ish. We in a donut shop parking lot about 7:30. About...
This is Aunt reminiscing.
I'm lying.
I bet your aunt got a bunch of crazy stories,
We wasn't
bro.
there in the morning. We was in the parking lot in the afternoon. This was afternoon, during the time that school let out, around 2:30, 3 o'clock. We in this parking lot about 10, 15 thick. We see the Normandy bus. The Normandy bus is the 206. Any hood that run along Normandy or anybody that takes the Normandy bus, you know the Normandy bus is the 206. Vermont bus is the 204. Western bus is the 207. It's after school hours. My homies were known to be on that Normandy bus on after school hours, scouting for any neighborhoods or rolling hundreds, rolling on
Top
that
of the
Normandy
morning to
bus.
borrow.
You know what I'm saying? Riding somewhere up and down Normandy, you know what I'm saying? Out of bounds, on their way to their
Right here
hood,
tripping on,
going
listen to
somewhere
Aunt
else,
tell some more
anything like
stories
that.
from his
We was
childhood.
known to hit that bus up, get up on that bus, try to get up on people, their faces were saw, or whatever the case may be. This is a known fact. More than one occasion, many occasions, these things have happened. So, we in a donut shop parking lot, the bus passed by. The bus passes by, you know, we hitting the bus up with gang signs, you know, we dissing, you know what I'm saying, yelling F this, F that, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying, death to our enemies. Nobody on the bus says anything while the bus is stopped right there at a stop on Normandy. Soon as that bus takes off and get in traffic,
Nah, my homie flaked, but next Saturday's supposed to. But I was sitting down reaching out to a bunch of people, and I got like 4 people lined up so far, so I just got to double down this next week and just pop the clutch and start going.
And it's all to the G, you know what I'm saying? But they not even knowing. We in this parking lot, there's cars in this parking lot, and we dedicated to chase this bus down on this day and to get on somebody. And that's exactly what happened.
They were determined that day, huh?
We all looked amongst each other. Everybody got to
crazy.
talking. Hey, man, you seen them? They throw up neighborhood that they do rolling? Homies like, yeah. Ooh, we all concluded what it was. It didn't take long. All piled into the homies twin 5.0. Raced up Normandy. We chased the car down. We chased the bus down. The bus stopped on 83rd and Normandy. Before we can all pile up the car to try to get up on the bus take off again. The next stop was on 81st in Normandy. We missed that stop.
This sounds like it's out of like that movie NWA when I forget who on the bus, they're like throwing up gang signs and the gangster just pulls in front of the bus and gets on there.
And the stop that we did catch was on Florence and Normandy because that stop was like a layover.
Well, that's where the riot started.
Right there on Florence and Normandy.
Right? Florence and Normandy, 1992.
Gas station, parked up. And we all piled about that car, all 4 people. The bus door, the front door and the back door both was open. We ran on the back door of the bus. We ran on that back door.
Nah, today. No jumper news today.
And I ran to the front of the bus where I seen.
Yeah, the 90s riots were Florence and Normandy, right? Where they kicked it off? Or no, no. In the fucking Sublime, they talk about Florence and Normandy. Right? Florence and... I don't fucking know. Let me see.
Some hand signs going on and hand signaling. And I ran up on one dude that was a brown-skinned dude. Can't even give you the description how the dude looked, but I knew for a fact this was the direction that I seen hand signs and hand signaling coming from. So that's who I was up on. I pull up on him. Hey, what's up, bro? Where you from? He like, huh? Bam! I fire on him. You know what I'm saying? Fire on him, get on him. You know what I'm saying? Try to go in his pocket.
There's a bunch of good...
my hand.
There's a bunch of good documentaries on that, bro. The craziest shit about all that I always tripped on. Well, obviously, where Rodney King happened actually happened in the valley, kind of by where I grew up, because I think he took him on a high-speed pursuit from like South LA or South Central or whatever, but he ended up in the valley, and they were filming out of this apartment building right there on Osborne and Glen Oaks, and then those cops went to trial. They ended up moving the trial from LA to Simi Valley, and then when they beat the case, that's when they fucking kicked it off. But right before that, an Asian lady shot a black girl and only got probation, so South Central was on a boiling point. And then the cops fucking got acquitted or whatever, and then that's when they kicked it off, and they got that truck driver and they smashed the toilet seat on his head or whatever, Reginald Denny. But what I always tripped out on was because the Asians have a bunch of stores, liquor stores, always in the hood. And since they were mad at the Asians from that Asian lady shooting a black girl and getting away with it, they were starting to attack all the Asian stores. Dude, those Asians were on their rooftops with Uzis, fully automatic AKs. Those Asians weren't playing, bro. They were on top of their rooftop with big-ass guns here. Let me find some pictures of it.
Fire on you some more, get on you some more. Go in his pocket. I'm going in his pocket just to strip him of any monetary, financial gain he might have. Not knowing
Ant's
that
out here
man
not
is sitting
playing
with a 9mm in his pocket. Strip him of the 9mm. The bus driver see me with the gun in my hand, get spooked. Hey, don't do that on this bus. You don't want to do that. You're going to go down. In my mind, I'm thinking man, I'm not about to shoot this dude on this bus anyway. And back then, at this time, the bus did have cameras. They was just implementing the cameras on the bus. So, the other guys I hopped out the car with, which was my comrades and homies, they was on the back of the bus issuing a butt whooping to whoever they was issuing a butt whooping to back there. But he also happened to be somebody about the men laws. So...
yeah, I got the pictures pulled up as soon as we finish Ant's story right here.
Get off the bus. Homies, they on the back of the bus doing their thing. It's about 3 people on one dude. They whoop him out. They hop off the bus. But what they do, they make the fatal mistake in not checking this dude. Because this dude was strapped too, that we would soon find out. As soon as the homies get off the bus...
I like Ant's little
getting back into
story
the car.
time.
I'm like, yeah, man, whoa, yeah. It's like a trophy. You got somebody's gun. You got an enemy gun. You strip an enemy of his gun. It's like a trophy piece. And I'm parading it around like, yes, ooh, yeah, I did that. Ooh, homie like, oh, dang, he had a cannon on him. Ooh. Out of nowhere, you hear, nah. People get to ducking and running.
Yeah, we got cameras on our buses out here.
The car, look, man, see what's going on.
Even back in the day, they had some ghetto-ass fucked up one.
Who my homies had issued the A-whooping on the back of the bus to and didn't check, was off of the bus on Florence and Normandy, drunk punched, shooting straight bullets. Fire was returned. Fire definitely was returned from their own weapon as well. But after a shot or two, not a shot. After 2 or 3 shots, it jammed. We all hop back up in the car. We get on. They take off running up Florence, you know what I'm saying, going towards their area. We get on, go back to the donut shop, get back there. Homies, oh man, that was crazy day, man. We didn't even know he had a burner. So I'm on the homies now, like, yeah, bro. You see, I got up on my man, got his burner. Y'all ain't even checked y'all dude for a burner. Y'all whooping him the whole time. He could have popped y'all on the bus. You know, I'm talking about ish and stuff like that. They like, dang, that was a close call. That was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Good, nothing happened. We get back to the land.
That burp almost fucked them up.
And the weapon, which was theirs, only went off 2 to 3 times and jammed up. So, you know, we unjammed that. We telling the story to the rest of the homies that was right there at the donut shop and all type of stuff like that.
Oh, Ant's gun jammed. I thought the other guy's gun jammed.
That was just, you know, one of the good old glory days and good old times. And
you could tell how much
the older homie had brought.
Just like joy and happiness that kind of just brought him, like he's just like, yeah, those are good old days.
That
he even
just,
let out like
one
a
of the
sight
good
breath,
old
like,
glory
yeah.
days and good old times. And it was just funny because the older homie had brought this story up, like, man, hey, man, I remember, man, when you was young, man, and this situation happened and stuff like that. And it was funny because, you know, you don't think about them times, like, man, so much stuff have been done and so much time have passed and elapsed with you just doing jail time and trying to rack accolades up of somebody being active in the streets, man, like on everything. Like, that's something, I ain't gonna say I forgot about that situation, but it was crazy that the G homie had remembered that situation and had brought that up. So that's just a story, you know, I wanted to share with y'all. And
No, for sure, man. Nowadays, you do some shit like that, cops are gonna be there in a second, or they're gonna be like 5 different camera angles. Yeah, but right here, here's the rooftop Asians. Let's see, Wikipedia, see if they have more than one picture. Rooftop the Koreans, I guess, refer to the Korean American business owners and residents during the 92 riots, who armed themselves and took to the rooftops of local businesses to defend themselves. The unrest in urban areas was sparked by the acquittal of 4 LAPD officers in the beating of Rodney King and resulting in rioting. Yeah, bro, they called in all the reinforcements, all the relatives. I mean, it's like, bro, I kind of seen it in the last riots. And I got a bunch of footage from that shit, too. Maybe I should pull that up one day. From the George Floyd riots in L.A., bro. Me and Gunner took out the bikes because Juice WRLD he was passed away at the time, but they had the bikes right there. I had one of them, and then since he lived right by me, went and borrowed the other bike. So I just put on my GoPro, and me and Gunner went riding around all night, just cruising around. And, man, it was a trip. Like, you seen everybody destroying everything, but I was kind of nervous, like, bro, we'll go out on these bikes, but if you don't get off the bike, don't park it. If anyone comes towards you, just burn rubber, because I didn't know if people were going to try to take the bikes from us and then maybe being white, like, if they're going to be tripping on that. Like, who knows? But, bro, as soon as we got out there, it was like, unless, I obviously wasn't trying to steal shit. I was just cruising around. But I heard stories, because out on the sidewalk, everybody was chilling. They were telling me to do wheelies and all this crazy shit. Like, bro, it seemed like weirdly like a big-ass party. They were throwing bonfires in the middle of the street. Yeah, it was just crazy. And then, like, no bad vibes at all. Unless I heard stories, like, of people that were going, like, in CVS and you were trying to get the drink and the pills, or jewelry stores. Like, I heard stories of people going around there and dudes would just pop out with big-ass guns and, like, get the fuck out of here. It was almost like security, but the security was protecting the dudes that were ransacking everything. That's what I tripped out on. I was like, bro, that shit's crazy. But I actually I think the video is on my YouTube of the riots that I put out. I chopped out a bunch of shit. Like, bro, I pulled up on the side of the cookie store, and these dudes were just jumping the fence, and eights were falling, cracking, spilling everywhere. And then we go down the sidewalk, and I see the dudes carrying the safe out of the fucking cookie store. Like, just crazy, bro. Watched them throw it in the trunk of their car, and fuck, it was nuts. Oh, yeah, I don't doubt it for sure, because people just go pillaging, especially when hurricanes or everyone, like, pretty much leaves the area. Probably everybody, like, the boards they put up, obviously they probably reuse them, so does everybody at their house got a pile of boards on the side that fits all the windows perfectly? But when it's storming, what are you painting on? Undercover shit? Like under freeway passes or stuff like that? Man, these Koreans were protecting everything they built for themselves. I heard the 92 riots were crazy. I've watched a Be Real interview one time, and I think him and Everlast was driving from like the valley to downtown, and they were on the 101, and they said they just looked out and it looked like the whole city was on fire. I think that actually is in one of the documentaries about the riots where they talk to Be Real. Oh, yeah, it makes sense. Some like aluminum covers. I mean, you guys are probably built for it. Like if we ever had a hurricane here, bro, everything's gonna fucking blow away. All right, what I got here? Some. Oh, this is a short one. I thought this was funny. I don't know why they care so much, but the duck, his head fell off, the Oregon Ducks mascot, and look how he just takes off running.
Towards Austin.
Like whoever the mascot is does not want his identity known.
Towards Austin.
And the other guy just takes off running with the headpiece, man. That shit was crazy. There's some other college shit I want to talk about, but I'll wait till we get to that point. All right, let's check this one out real quick. Fabio Foreign body cam footage came out.
On New Year's Day, an encounter outside a New Jersey apartment complex quickly escalated into a serious situation.
Yeah, that shit was funny, bro. That
According
mascot
to
just
reports,
took off running.
A woman
like,
asked Brooklyn drill rapper 5Yo Foreign
you would
if he could
think
help.
that you would want to be known if you're the mascot some weird way, right? Maybe your friends, family, maybe you tell them, but yeah, just so weird that he just so nervous about his face being shown.
Jumpstart her car. Instead, she told police that 5Yo pulled out a gun, pointed it at her, and warned her not to park in front of the building again. Witnesses at the scene said they recognized the City of God's rapper and called authorities. Investigators later reviewed
Yeah, I think it would help your
footage,
fucking clout
which they
tokens
say
for
backed
sure,
up
bro.
the woman's claims.
Like I'm the
2
mascot.
weeks later, on January 18th, police arrested 5Yo Foreign and booked him into
5Yo
jail.
Foreign. This fucking
The Brooklyn
AI.
drill rapper was charged with multiple serious offenses, including aggravated assault, illegal possession of a weapon, and making
This sounds like most of the audiobooks I listen to.
Now we have the exclusive body cam footage of that day.
All right. There we go. But what a weirdo, bro. The lady asked you for a jump and you like pull your strap out on her. Like either has PTSD or fucking something, bro. Like in your parking garage, a lady asked for a jump with jumper cables. And you think it's a setup? I mean, I get it. I get it. She got to be on all 10, but
I don't want to go too much into detail.
like, bro, not everybody's threatening.
We're just looking for weapons. We got to search the whole apartment, so we don't. Obviously,
No, I don't know.
Tell us where specific locations of where we gotta go.
Nah, it's no good.
From here.
No firearms here. Anything else you shouldn't have?
No.
No, yeah, paranoia got the best of that dude that day.
That's why. We're just trying to prevent.
Like I get, you know, have it in your little hoodie pocket or have it, you know, your hand on it in your coat pocket, but you don't gotta draw down on her, man. You can shoot through the coat if you have to.
Is there a gun in the car?
I get staying ready, but
And we have a
fuck,
safe one for
bro.
both of them. So
And there's no safes or anything here. you'd rather just get the combination of the key now.
I wonder, let me Google and see what happened to this.
Okay. Yep. Good. Transport.
Yeah, we'll get you some socks. Where's your jacket at? Is that it right there?
There's one or two.
Sit down, you got whatever you need. Where's your bedroom outside?
It's like socks under the couch. Like under the little
Yeah, I think.
to the far right.
Yeah, I think inch closer to a decision in the gun case. Courtroom after pleading guilty to charges stemming from alleged incident that happened in January. Has been detained in New Jersey for weapons. He pled guilty to one count of third-degree terroristic threats in exchange of the state of New Jersey dropping 4 firearms related to charges tied to the case, which also included aggravated assault and illegal possession of a weapon. The deal will also NC the state seeking probation at the time of the sentencing. Although his sentencing is technically scheduled August 2nd, the judge on the case agreed to conduct the sentencing as soon as everyone is ready. So pretty much, he took a deal, guilty for a third-degree terroristic threat, and he took that deal to get that to drop the 4 guns, which kind of makes sense. You'd rather want the guns dropped and have the terroristic third degree or whatever, right?
Yeah, like my girlfriend from time to time.
What's her name?
It's like under it.
West.
Dominguez.
And it's funny, notice all the cops got their face blurred except for one cop.
How often she's taking it?
Like whenever I call it. It's like
You're still waking up,
like
huh?
when I say under, like you gotta like lift it up.
Like actually under the couch?
Yeah. It's like a thing you could lift up.
Oh, like a little storage?
Yeah, like you see like the lines.
Where you have the sock,
Damn, that mic is sharp as hell.
We'll talk to you when we go back. We're just gonna bring you back.
Oh, you're right, because now their face ain't blurred.
Have you hang out there?
Yeah, that's so awkward.
He's good?
Right? Like, maybe some AI shit or something.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes no sense, bro. Blur some, don't blur some.
You here somewhere?
This Badge Chronicle guy, he be getting all the good body cam footage of all the rappers and everybody.
Okay.
Fucking air mattress. I forgot is that an air mattress? Supposed to be a rapper, bro. Living on an air mattress. Pretty nice little closet, huh? Bro, I watched, you guys fucking watch, what the hell was it called? On Netflix, the one that just came out. Unknown Number, Netflix High School Catfish. Bro, that shit was crazy, man. Like, and whenever you watch those shows, you kind of like look and pay attention to who's on camera together and then who's not and who does their interviews by themselves, et cetera, et cetera. But, bro, that shit was crazy. If you ain't watched it yet, I really don't want to give it away, but, man, what the fuck's wrong with people, bro? Like, what the fuck is really wrong with people? fucking lying and sending texts, and it's like, bro, they went to a school with like 700 kids, and that was kindergarten through 12th grade. 700 kids. So, bro, you're gonna be able to narrow it down. Yeah, and it's a good one. It's only like I think like an hour and 20 minutes, so it's not a bunch of episodes. It's just one watch, but man, just so crazy, bro. Like I don't think I'd be able to forgive somebody doing that. Like that just says a lot about their character, who they are. Like, yeah, I don't think I'd be able to forgive somebody at all.
I grabbed his passport. I'm gonna bring it. I think Joe checked.
Is there anything else
Joe,
good
is
in
this
this
the one you
shit?
checked?
I
The
just
North
watched
Face?
the first half earlier.
Oh, that's not you. That's not his. Is that a jacket? Sweatshirt or something? What would your jacket be? Or you want a sweater?
Like a sweater? It's a green sweater. It's a green sweater.
Yeah, man, when you're going to jail, bro, you want as many hoodies or whatever you
This?
can.
No, this is pants.
Stay warm in that bitch. Something for a pillow.
Just sit down. Is this you?
This green one.
Green one?
That guy just spit in his trash can.
Stand up.
So again, there's nothing in here that we're gonna have to damage to try to open it. Everything's unlocked, no safes.
Again, okay, before we walk down, just bring your legs out a little bit.
Got a big old right. Yeah, fucking chewing tobacco. Just nasty.
One three quarters.
Alright, just sit down, we'll find. What does it look like? The black? Oh, there's a certain case on it?
Yo.
You like a deep sleep. I'm jealous.
Yeah, I was knocked out.
Oh, damn, they came and woke his ass
That's
up.
good. Passport, phone.
There's a face ID on it?
Damn. Unlock the phone. Yeah, that's one thing with the FaceTime, though.
Can we get your number?
No.
No?
It's not too hard, bro. If you're right there, all they gotta do is flash it at your face, and that should unlock.
Alright, we'll get you that number eventually.
Right, explain everything.
You just wanna walk down?
Yeah, I'm gonna go look out. We found the car.
We're right here. We're right here.
Oh, you know what? Let me
We got a pool in here? No? I didn't think so, I wasn't sure.
look at something. Do you have anything else in his pocket? You have nothing else in your pockets? I gotta get jewelry. Got your clothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, bro. This shit's kind of boring. Yeah. I wanted to trip and listen to this a little bit. Bro, you see how fucking Burning Man got rained out and the windstorm? That shit was gnarly, man. I never been to Burning Man, but that shit look like it'd be cool to go experience once at least in my life.
Well, I'm the only nigga in on that label in the green that don't owe no money. Man, them niggas just sold that shit. But they did some bullshit. They sold all the masters too though. That was some bullshit. But hell yeah, man.
Yeah, that's funny. They call it orgy camp, but I think it was just like a DJ
Yeah, that is
setup or
some bullshit.
whatever.
And you know what?
But just that
Cold, boy.
name alone is gonna get everybody to fucking look into it, or at
I
least
was
like
wondering
read it
about,
twice.
like, you know how at first he had told me that he wasn't feeling his situation. I hadn't heard that nowhere else, but now I started to hear it. I can't remember who said that.
Like, when?
So he's not fucking with that. He's not feeling it.
Yeah, no, because you kicking that. I love you. You the only nigga that stayed down with me. When me and him was on the phone that night, you went to go see that nigga said out of his mouth. But, you know, Shawty with me. Well, you know, I got him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you saying that you got him on some fake cool shit, like, I got him. But you just sold him. You don't got him. You just sold him. You got, you own 100% of this young nigga master, bro. That's not 1,000. That's fuck nigga shit, bro. You own 100%
Right.
of him.
I wonder, like, why he didn't even offer to sell him some of it, you know?
Man, he supposed to gave him some of it. But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you was going to do that, you might as well have just went to him and asked him, did he want to buy some of it back? You just going to sell it to somebody else. If it was a price on it, I'm sure he would have been willing to pay some of it, you know, to get a piece of it instead of you just going and having a conversation without him fully and then selling it, you know?
So right here, she's referring to QC selling Little Baby's masters.
Yeah, it's for sure. But it's like,
Is that what's going on?
If I own 100% of Mariah, and I'm finna sell my label and all the rights to all the music.
Oh yeah, I
all the
remember that.
copyrights. If I'm finna sell all that and make $375 million, but Mariah, the only person with me in the green, and it's my folk, like, you ain't never took no meeting without me, like, you ain't never tried to cross me out, you ain't never did none of that. I'm gonna give you some of your masters, you see what I'm saying?
I remember. I don't know if you've seen that one documentary about Baby that was on Amazon, but it painted him as like he didn't want to rap. He wasn't into it, and they had to talk him into it and show him the way. And for like the first year, he had to go play all these shows and do a lot of stuff for nothing to lay the foundation. And finally, obviously, it paid off. But when you see that documentary, it painted a picture that Baby didn't want to do any of it, and QC just pretty much, you know, put him in position and hooked him up with everything, had him playing the right places, getting the right connections. Yeah, at this point, bro, I don't give a fuck. I separate artist from person, man. Because if you try to worry about any time, like you want to listen to a song or listen to somebody or watch somebody on a movie, in my opinion, you got to separate art and artist, or art and person, or whatever the case may be, because you ain't gonna have nothing left to listen to, bro, or watch, really, at some point. So I separate the two. And really, I look at all these people as entertainers, and just really that's it. Like, I ain't trying to be friends with them. I ain't trying to hang out. Like, I really give two shits. You're just making some entertainment for my entertainment. I mean, fuck, I don't know. How else you supposed to put it? You get too overly invested, and then it's just kind of weird.
I take 300 million before I take 375 million. I take 300 million.
And then, like, another thing, like, I don't expect really somebody that came from nothing, grew up without shit, gets everything in the world, unless you like a jail baby, you go back and forth. That's just kind of what you've been doing. But if you've never really been to jail and they try to come break you off of some time, like, I almost expect them to tell, bro. You think someone that comes from nothing, gets everything, and they're going to try to throw him back to nothing isn't going to tell? Fuck. I mean, I would expect them. That's why you shouldn't have any of these people around anything, really. I mean, they already got money, bro. What do they got to be around anything for anyways? Yeah, I don't see it, bro. I don't see someone fucking go, you know, if you got the money, bro, motherfuckers are going to tell. Or, you know, if they do, they got a good lawyer and they'll be able to beat it that way. But still, at some point, those lawyers are going to be putting blame on other people. So that's how it goes. Like, if they got to take it away from you, they got to start in their defense pointing at somebody else.
Give you 75 million worth of your rights back. Cause if I sell the shit and make $375 million, I'm already thinking in my mind I got to give you the $75 million anyway. So before I do that, I ain't gonna even take the money. I'm gonna just give you $75 million of your shit. So and your shit steady growing. And you hold your
no,
shit
let me
for
Google
3
it.
years, you gonna get you $100 million.
On
for it.
YouTube?
If you hold it for 2-3 more years, you gonna get you $100 million. That shit might accumulate 25 more million. 15, 10 more million, whatever. Like you might sell that shit in 3 years and get 80 million. 85 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really on some boy, I love you. Like,
Oh,
man,
yeah, the hat
if
shit.
you take Wham out of the
I
picture,
seen that.
he probably get 100 million. If you take Wham out the picture, I know for sure you made 275 million on Wham for sure. 100%. He in the green. He not in the red. The label owe him. He don't owe no label nothing. Every label he signed the 2 labels. Both of them motherfuckers owe him. You wouldn't believe that? But goddamn. Yeah, that was some fucking shit. That was some bullshit right there, I ain't gonna lie. See, I thought he just sold the label. I'm like, damn, boy, that's big. Like, but your mustache caught. You sold a label for 300-something million? What the fuck? Man, your ass sold the goddamn copyrights, man. You sold everything. You went out bad. Man, you could have got $600-700 million for that shit, nigga. But your ass went out bad. Like, bad. What wrong with that nigga? But now you telling Wham, hold on, I need to talk to you about something serious, but you just holding him off. It's like me telling you, I need to talk to you about something serious. I got a whole pregnant, but I ain't telling you what it is. I'm just like, baby, I need to talk to you.
No, yeah, it does get a little boring, huh?
Till I get the abortion.
And it's like I try to go watch other people's streams, but then they kind of just repeat themselves. Like, is there a page that just cuts out what we need to hear, and then they don't add any commentary, so they're pretty much doing us a favor, so we can watch it and add our own commentary? That'd be a solid-ass page. Because why did it just popped up and has, like, my old title? What the hell is going on? I made a new title this morning. Oh, yeah, see. Then I kind of got to listen to him because I'll put it in there. All right, let's see what else we can find then. And I had some other shit lined up here in my... Oh, I thought this was interesting. This guy self-deported himself because I guess he was just over what the hell's going on in America. But he kind of breaks down what it's like over there. And I guess maybe let me know if it's kind of like how it is in Puerto Rico, which probably isn't because you guys are probably closer to us. But he says he makes 16,000 pesos a month. His rent's only 6,000 pesos. And I Googled it. That's like $320 a month. His power bill and his water bill are like 600 and 800 pesos. So that's like $30 and $35 a month. He said it's not that bad living over there.
It's cracking, everybody. I wanted to make a quick video for people like me who
Look, I mean,
was
how much
raised
he
in
says
the
it is
States,
to cost,
but
I almost
happen
want to go
be
live there.
Mexican, right? We have Mexican citizenship. We don't have American citizenship. I personally self-deported about 2 months ago. And I kind of want to give you guys an update or some kind of glimpse of what to expect.
No, I was meant because you guys like more Spanish, right? So you speak Spanish. So at first I thought maybe you guys are structured more like them, but then when I thought about it the next step, I obviously realized that you're probably more structured like America.
When you come to Mexico from the United States, right? You're going to need certain paperwork to be able to work. You're going to need something called CURP.
Kind of sounds like you got to jump through a bunch of hoops there.
You're going to need your INE. You're going to need to register with the IMSS. You're going to have to provide some kind of paperwork of a residency, you know, if you have family.
But, bro, when he listens, when you work there, like, they get a lot
Mexico,
of benefits.
right?
Like, I don't know
Unfortunately,
how much they follow through with them or what the
TJ,
case may be, but,
you know,
bro, like, they help you get a house,
kind of,
all kinds of shit.
Proof of residency.
You said free healthcare
family that
if you
already
work?
live here. You're going to need to get your birth certificate, your Mexican birth certificate. You're going to need many different kinds of paperwork. But the ones I mentioned right now are the most essential to be able to work. And that's main priority when you move over here. That's main priority because you need to work, you know? Now, I'm going to give you guys a little glimpse of
No, and that's what he said,
happened.
because he does live in TJ. That's where all his family is, so he did only go to TJ. But he said, yeah, speaking both languages and speaking English so good, it was really easy for him to get a job.
When you start working, right? Many of us believe that you can't make it in Mexico, you know? Our parents left Mexico at a time when Mexico was full of poverty. And it does have a type of culture shock. You are going to miss out on certain things. Mexico isn't America. You know, there's certain things that are different. You know, like one of the things that kind of had me on a trip was like,
No,
the
probably
streets
definitely
aren't
helps,
clean,
huh?
or like certain, you know, it doesn't look like the States.
Especially like in the
It
tourist
It
areas.
looks dirty, it looks fucked up. But it's not, you know? And there's hope. There's hope out here. You know, being out here, I learned a lot of things. I learned that us as Mexican citizens, we have a lot of rights and we have a lot of benefits, you know? We have free healthcare. As long as you're working
Like, I never
with
knew
a
that,
good company,
that they
you
had
have
free healthcare. I never
In
knew that.
6 months, if you're working at a company that...
I mean, I wonder if the
that
doctors are kind of far and few between. But, I mean, he's saying it and he came from America, so, I mean, don't seem like he's too upset about it all.
Documents, taxes, and things like that to the government, in 6 months, you could own your own property.
See?
Not own it in the sense
But
that
yeah, I
it's
think
fully paid.
in
but
Mexico
the
it's like a
sense of
99-year lease or something. But
you
like it's yours,
apply
but you can
to
only
get
own
your
it for like
property,
100 years or something.
and you make payments on it, and the payments are affordable. You know, I pay 6,000 pesos.
I mean, I know a lot of people that from here drive down to Mexico to go to the doctor. Like they got the stem cell clinic over there. If you need any dental shit done, bro, I know a lot of people that they go to Mexico. It's way cheaper. I mean, I've never been, so I don't really got much more to comment on that. But I mean, if I had the money, bro, I'd definitely go to TJ and get those stem cells for my sciatica for sure, bro. For sure.
A month for the apartment that I rent. But once this benefit is, once I'm able to actually get this benefit, it's called Infonavit, INFOAVIT. Once you're able to apply for this benefit,
Yeah, Mexico,
you can have your own
AZ's
property
right there next
paid
to
in-
Mexico too,
in,
for
in
sure.
monthly payments. They take it out of your check, and you only pay 6,000 pesos a month, and you're able to have your own house.
Yeah, they got Zans and shit like that, and I think Zans they damn near got everywhere, but a lot of their other shit it's like close, but then slightly off. But for sure, I think the Zans, they definitely got the Zans from over there.
In 10 years, you could pay it off. I'm 28.
Steroids, for sure. They
Once
got
I'm
the
able to apply
steroids.
for this, by the time I'm 40, I'll be able to have my own
Ketamine,
property.
that's
I'll
where a
be
lot
able
of
to
people
have
get
my
their
own house.
ketamine.
But you know, one thing I will tell you is, don't compare American gains with Mexican gains.
I never. They did have the fake Actaviso for a long time, and I think that shit was just like a recipe someone made up that was kind of like lean, just with fentanyl in it. Yeah, but the Actaviso is just fentanyl, fucking fake lean. They probably. I've heard people that get the codeine tablets and break it down in a barrel and make their own like promethazine and codeine mixture type shit. Cause that shit's hard to get here, man. I don't even think they prescribe pints anymore. I think you can only get like a 4 for the most. I don't know. I haven't been around it in so long, but I never really often see people with a pint. It's always like the little 8s or the 4s, the little tiny bottles that the pharmacy fills up.
You know, if you look at life like, oh, in the States I made 2,000
Yeah,
bucks
the Actavisto,
a
fentanyl for
quincena,
sure.
or I
Bro, when those things popped up and I seen them everywhere, I was just like scratching my head because by that time they popped up, I was already kind of done. But I seen a bunch of the homies with them, and I'm just like, bro, like, you think that shit's real? Like, it's so hard to get lean. It's expensive everywhere, but now there's just boxes of it popping up. I'm like, for sure that's fucking... Oh, yeah, I got that on the list. I want to watch that show with Brandon, too. But I was like, for sure, bro, that shit, there's no way that shit's fucking real, man. Hell no. And then now I think people have tested it and all that shit, but for sure that fucking Activisto. And then I think it had alcohol mixed in it. All right. Let's see. You want to talk about Brandon? I have very mixed feelings on this one.
Open up the key to a jail. I'll go with you. Set it up. No, you said you would go open up the key to a jail. I'll go with you. Where my gym is at, we can't do this like that. And mine is right here. Come on. This nigga's a pussy. No, you're a fat pussy. Hey, I'm sorry to waste y'all time.
Is there a full video?
Hey, Viral.
Reptile Mender YouTube channel had it. All right, let's see. Reputable member.
Just because he came all the way out here? Hey, you want some pepper pot? Your friend wasted time lying about what he has. We've been talking about this for 5 days. He could have been at any gym in LA. He said he had CMMA. He said he had Black House. He said, I said, let's line it up. This dude freaking said, come on, you said catch the fade tonight, so I put the joint down and fucking wrapped up. You didn't put anything down. You didn't put anything down.
Brandon went and got his. So reputable member YouTube, that's the one that got it. Yeah, it's kind of like, bro, to drive all the way there, get into it. Like, you would have got the best of me. I don't think I would have drove an hour and then just not got it out the way. Whatever the circumstances would have been, I just don't know if I would have drove an hour and then just been like, oh, fuck. Oh, so no one screen recorded it and got it on the Reddit? Man, he's crazy, bro. Yeah, you definitely can't have the strap in those little shorts, huh? You see the outline?
Set it up. No, you said you would go open up the key to a gym. I'll go with you. Where my gym is at, we can't do this like that. And mine is right here. Come on. This nigga's a pussy.
I mean, what kind of gym does Brandon train at if they can't have sparring? That's what most gyms, I mean, I guess not all, but I feel like most of them get down like that.
No, you're a fat pussy. Hey, I'm sorry to waste y'all time. Y'all hungry?
Look at, bro, his clothes are like 3 sizes too small.
You want some pepper pot? Your friend wasted time lying about what he has.
That little Matt is kind of crazy though, bro. Like, you trying to bait this man into a fight, talking about the gym, making the videos at the gym, and then you show up, the garage door is open with a little tumbling mat on the ground. Kind of crazy.
Like, he said he had CMMA. He said he had Black House. He said, I said, let's line it up. This dude freaking said, come on.
He got it. Everybody got their phone out recording.
And fucking wrapped up. You didn't put anything down. You didn't put anything down.
Was Brandon live?
Hey, look.
And who is that? Viral Way right there next to Brandon?
No jumper. Hey, Viral. That's real ass Caribbean food.
Is that Viral Way? I mean, bro, you got Viral Way and Messiah with you. Like, bro, just get out the way. I mean, Brandon's way bigger than him. I mean, all you got to do is wrestle him, bro. Get him on the ground and lay on him. I mean, I don't really see what's so hard about it. All right, but then Brandon just goes crazy and responds nonstop.
Nigga said that he got
so this was him when he was filming.
He had a MMA gym. He told me he had Jumbi MMA. I pulled up. It's a garage with concrete floors, no mats.
No mats?
Washing machine. Bro, you just made 1,000 excuses about putting the mats down. You just made 1,000. This dude is so full of shit.
It's funny. Where did he say right here that the dude was hosing off dog shit? This is what clout chasing looks like. Chris Cully lied, said he had a MMA gym. I pull up. He's saying, let's have an MMA fight on concrete in his Section 8 apartment garage. Pro where? I see a bum drove 45 minutes based on lies. Yeah, I mean, I'd kind of be pissed if you suckered me to drive 45 minutes and... The Brandon, I seen the live that he made where he had some dudes on there and the guy said that, oh, he'd fight and then he had said he'd switch them down. Like, just how you entertain all this shit's just kind of crazy. But I guess this is what makes his world go round, bro. This is what makes Brandon tick, is entertaining all this shit.
Holy wow, oh wow. I think that right cross landed. Right.
Somebody had to be recording it.
Guard. Chris
Man, Chris Cully's 0-4 in his last 4 fights.
8 count. That's it.
To be out here arguing with a fat bitch on that.
Brandon, I feel like he's just way bigger than this guy. Like, if this guy got room and can dance around, get some leg kicks in, if he could avoid the takedown, then he might stand a chance, but I feel like these dudes just have way too different fighting styles. It'd be definitely be entertaining to watch.
Hey, no, you're the bitch, nigga.
See, oh, this is where it was. He was watching.
About what he got. We've been looking for this nigga for 5 days, bro. Been hiding. Where's your gym? Where's your gym? Niggas messaging him. Where's your gym? He didn't want to tell us he lived in a hovel.
I mean, yeah, there really no money in fighting. If you're fighting a lot, it's probably like rap music, but I'm sure the average just burner fight ain't paying shit. Probably ain't even covering your training expenses. People have to understand there is a lot that goes into fights between trained people. This man said he had a gym with waivers, etc. I show up to Section 8 housing, guys inviting his whole hood and wanting to fight in concrete. We live in the most litigated state in the country. Some of us have shit to lose. Yeah, I mean, if you guys are putting this all out there on camera and everything, maybe you guys should sign some papers or something. But I feel like a verbal agreement on camera would probably be just as good. Maybe. I don't know. As a public figure, there's always going to be a target on my back.
Listen, man.
As a public figure, there's always going to be a target on my back. That's fine. I pulled up, drove 45 minutes from Long Beach to Whittier at 10 p.m. I don't think Whittier is 45 minutes from Long Beach, though. Maybe deep Long Beach to... I don't know. I don't think they're that far away. Just straight up to 605. And it's crazy to go at 10 p.m. I came in sandals with my gear on, ready to go. Venue should never have been an issue. Chris Cully is a washed-up thug looking for a payday in court. It became obvious once I arrived. Good luck, Cully. Yeah, bro, to get out and drive there at 10 o'clock at night is just a little wild, man. Like, if you got me there to drive at 10 o'clock, like, fuck, man, something's got to happen. But... hopefully this Chris Cully guy can turn this all into some clout or something. Maybe he's trying to do some kind of rollout for something. Because if not, I don't even know why fucking Brandon gave this dude the time of day, really. So now we got Rich Trapper reposting it. Kind of weird, huh? He obviously didn't want him showing that he had to go get the strap. A little crazy, bro. If you gotta go get the strap, you should just burn rubber, I think, right? Like, don't go telling everybody. Yeah, this isn't it, big dog. Super low budget. So he's standing up for Brandon. He's saying, Ace Boy Pun, it's AD, this y'all man. So now we got another post. And it's like Brandon, once again, just overdoes it, man. You give him a little crumb, bro, and that dude's just gonna go crazy with it. Like, I don't know where he gets the energy just to worry about such shit so much. I'm not the one who was calling the whole hood after trying to act tough. I showed up alone. He brought all the well, you didn't show up alone, right? You came with Messiah and Viral. He brought all the cholos. Was it an MMA fight or a gang fight? I couldn't tell the difference once he started squawking out the hood call. Yeah, if you really like squawking the hood call, that's a little crazy, bro. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get the fuck out of there then. Shit was looking like a setup. Yep, I stood there calmly waiting for his magical MMA gym to appear. Yes, that's what you got to do a lot of times, man. If you think it's not gonna stay up, you gotta fucking screen record that shit or download it. At the end of the day, I'm out here by myself. I challenge LA podcasters and still pulled up on the washed up Muay Thai fighter. If you criticize me, what are you saying about the cowards y'all watching daily? Acting tough, but won't bust a grape. See, that's why I'm never gonna ever get into this whole fight and fucking back and forth shit, bro. I feel like you can't win unless you just get in the ring and fucking go for it. This was interesting though. I never knew Chris Cully fought Thug Nasty, what the fuck's his name? He's old though. He's not like he was. Chris Cully's worst nightmare. Thug Nasty submitted Cully in 39 seconds in the first round. And I mean, bro, I think, what's Thug Nasty's name? I think he fights at 135 too, bro. Like, Brandon, you got 100 pounds on that easily.
I bring the dog fight. There ain't no quitting me.
All right, later. Take care, Abaro. I'm gonna try to get on here tomorrow too. Nah, bro, go handle your scandal. I appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you. So black belt scene, I think I'm a black belt. I guess they're all wrong and jiu-jitsu doesn't work in real life. But, I mean, if your gym doesn't do sparring, Brandon, I kind of got to question that a little bit. I mean, maybe they're just not down for the YouTube bullshit, but I think they should definitely let you get in there and spar, have you sign the waiver. Everyone has questioned my legitimacy as a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but no one is willing to fight me in the art they say I'm not a black belt in. I'm realizing that these people are just cowardly clouters looking for someone to take an L for their entertainment. Bro, I think we're just going to have to do a GoFundMe. We need to find a black belt, BJJ black belt. Not someone that's OG and someone that's gnarly, but somebody that's competed in a handful of the same competitions in the same weight class. And I think we need to do a GoFundMe and just find somebody and then pay them, rent the gym, pay them. Fuck, if we get enough, we could pay Brandon too. But we got to find someone that's his weight class, equal as him, accomplished about the same amount of things, and then put them together so we can all just see it. I think, right? I think that'd be a great idea. I ain't got enough motion to do the GoFundMe, but if I did, I would do it. Or maybe a GoFundMe's not what you do. Maybe you gotta like do a startup. I'm sure there's some way to crowdfund for it. They will challenge you, then continuously change the term until the odds are stacked against you. Yeah, that's the story of this podcast and shit too. That's called a bait and switch, holding the carrot of the approval out in front of you, then snatching it away just when you get close enough to grab it. I mean, I said it earlier, man, you might have got, if I would have entertained all this bullshit and drove 45 minutes, you'd probably have got the best of me. But that's why it's sitting here acting like you're gonna fight everybody and entertaining it. You just gotta say, I'm at this gym all day, come here, and these are the hours I train, and if you ever want to spar, just show up. That's how it should be. The Peanut Gallery said I wasn't a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. I challenged them all to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu match so they can prove to me to me to be a fraud. They all refused. That's called a forfeit. That means I win. One man beat a million internet trolls and the cowardly podcasters they love. He just takes this way too serious. Now he's back to Cully. Chris Cully fears Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. L submission. Win by decision, L submission. See, that's one-on-one in the cage. For sure, wrestling and jiu-jitsu plays a huge part. Huge part. But most jiu-jitsu guys, if they get in a kickboxing or Muay Thai fight, they're going to have a lot of trouble. And vice versa. All right, maybe we'll see if anybody uploaded any... Brandon said he put the gloves on at no jumper to test himself. He said it was good to see what you can do and only pussies won't. Yet last night, he clearly knew that he was up against and didn't want to test himself. Brandon knows he can't beat Chris and picks fights to his advantage. I mean, like I said earlier, if fucking Chris dances around, leg kicks, does the kickboxing shit and can avoid the takedown, yeah, he probably got some action. But if Brandon gets in there and gets the takedown, good luck. Good luck. That's a big boy, bro. I don't know what you're going to be able to do to get Brandon in a half guard or full guard and then get out of it. Because he could just get on top of your ass the whole time. All right, what's this? A simple guide for people who don't know about competition BJJ. I'm seeing a lot of misinformation on this sub, which is a common issue when people comment on things they don't have experience with. Instead of arguing with everyone, I took the time to lay out the publicly available facts about Brandon Tucker's competition record. This should clear things up for anyone willing to do a minimum of research. Brandon started jiu-jitsu in 2010 and joined the highly reputable Eidos Academy sometimes before 2011. He then went on to medal at one of the sport's most prestigious tournaments, the IBJJF Pan Ams. At every single belt level, 2011 Pan Ams white belt achieved second. Yeah, I don't... All those were like purple belts, which still, I ain't taking away from him. He's out there doing his damn thing. So, there ain't gonna be the whole video. Ain't no one put up the whole video. Oh, so he's gonna start at 12? Oh, so we got 20 minutes to hear his side. Alright, well that was kind of interesting. I mean, I guess there's still more to come. Who knows which way they're gonna go from here. I thought this was pretty fucking crazy. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Deion Sanders. He coaches for the Colorado Buffaloes. He had surgery on his bladder or something, and they had to take his bladder out. So he has a bathroom on the sideline. And I think there's normally a bathroom on the sideline, or it's like the blue tent where they go and they got to check people out. But he got a Depend sponsorship for his bathroom after he got surgery. And he's dating Carucci, which is kind of a trip. But I wonder how that whole bladder operation works with him dating Carucci. But so Deion Sanders indeed has a portable toilet next to the Colorado's bench to accommodate him following bladder reconstructive surgery. And it's sponsored. He should get an Incredible Diaper sponsor. That's what you should have got, Whack. You should have looked into how to get the Incredible Diapers logo right there. Funny, how much do you think this costs from Depends to get their logo on the side? And is Deion getting the money? Or does he got to split it with Colorado? Or is this a Colorado sponsorship? Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny, though. Damn, 1.1 million views. All right, and then we got, you see X4 got married? X4 gets married behind the bars. I mean, he must be getting a lot of time if he's already trying to shack up. And because if you get married in the county jail, it's a lot easier than if you have to get married in prison. And if you get married in county jail, you already have the paperwork done, so you get those conjugals right away. But I guess this is the girl that he married. I mean, I can't even tell if that's really X4 right there. But I guess they're saying it is. Went from having Doty in the Kendrick album, X4 being one of the hottest artists in the city and 4Extra being one of the biggest online personalities in the entire state, to Doty doing meth with Lefty, X4's self-proclaimed Mac Lord being locked up and eating a 300-pound sugar mama to fund his books, and 4Extra losing all of his aura along with his right hand. Man, it's crazy how just time will change, bro. Time changes everything, man. You just wait and time will do it, man. It's crazy. They could have really went far, man. If X4 would have stayed out rapping, 4Extra didn't have the hand accident and would have stayed at No Jumper and just kept progressing. And if Doty would have just like piggybacked off that Kendrick album and just kept rapping and going for it. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Now Baby Runner's going for it. He's rapping with Flip and them. But I don't really know who else really coming out of there. This is pretty crazy. Imagine, bro. Like, I wonder how you get chose to do that. Like, how do they give a bunch of different people this kick? Because this fool looked like he was a kicker in high school at least.
Does he win $250,000? Oh, yeah!
Crazy, bro. Like, I wonder if I could even get close to that. And then I wonder, does he get that $250K himself, or does that $250K to go to some like charity or something?
Watch the poop! Watch the poop! That's what I'm talking about! Jeez! Hogan, stop! Congratulations! I'll tell you what, $250,000 week one of the college football season. Thank you for showing up. I'm proud of you. How do you feel, buddy?
I feel amazing right now. That was amazing.
Oh, it's probably to like his
Definitely stepped in Peter's poop during your celebration, but who cares? Buy yourself some new shoes from Glenn Powell, Kirk Herbstreit.
Yeah, it probably goes towards his like scholarship or something.
What a start!
Think about this. Ohio State walked through a whole lot of poop before they ended up winning big at the end of last season.
See, why I say 50 grand?
$50,000.
Well, it said 250K, but that shit only says 50 grand. So some math ain't mathin'. Yeah, I wonder why it only says 50 grand though. Like, you guys are telling me it's 250, but that check only says 50. You guys seen the Misfits fight? But Darren Till, he was in the UFC. He kind of aged out, but he drops this dude.
It's only a matter of time.
He's got to get active with that lead hand, champ, to keep Darren Till at bay because Darren Till's locked in right now.
Yeah.
Bro, dropped him, folded him. Boom. That over left. And look at, they come in, they got to straighten his leg out. Folded.
Go right in the shot.
Darren Till looks big too.
I feel like it's only a matter of time.
He's got to get active with that lead hand, champ, to keep Darren Till at bay because Darren Till's locked in right now.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Right there. That overhand left. Dropped his ass. And then we got Tony Ferguson fought Salt Poppy. This was pretty funny.
Find more and more success.
Ferguson's old as hell, man. He got forced to retire from the UFC, but it's like, imagine getting so old that all you know is fighting and training and you just got it all taken from you. Must be a fucked up feeling, for sure.
That's with the lead right hand.
And it, all Poppy just kind of sat there. Like, he fully didn't get dropped, but he just kind of sat there taking them all. Like, why didn't you, Bob, get out the way? Like, right there, like, why didn't he not move? Why didn't he push him? Sometimes I feel like this shit's all a setup, too. And, yeah, it's just sometimes I feel like everything's scripted, bro, because, look, man, he just sitting there taking it, bro. One more time. Like, kind of slow. Like, bro, why didn't you push out? He seems like he was still there. Yeah, he seemed like he was still conscious, bro. That shit don't make sense. All right, well, I'm out of here, bro. I ran through what I had. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll add some more.